Welcome to Zero Bad Ideas. My name is Jason, and this is Bryan.
Hello.
Bryan is half of the original Zero Bad Ideas, even though he takes no credit for it. And he's visiting from out of town, so that means we're playing board games today. Like, all day, as much as possible. But until everyone else gets here, we're going to play Mr. Jack, because he's never played it. I mean, he hasn't played most of these, but this is a two-player game that
I've played
enjoy.
some of them. Come on now.
I think everything is set up properly. We have a table camera that's
Oh, neat.
not ideal. We also have the camera up on the ceiling for basically no reason, especially with only two of us sitting here, but like, whatever. So, Bryan's never played it, so I gotta explain it. So, if you never played it, enjoy this explanation. If you have, I'm sorry if I explained it wrong. So, Bryan is Jack. So, you'll draw the top card of this and don't show me what it is, and that is which of these characters you are, which is Jack.
Okay.
Okay? So draw one of those cards, look at it. Don't show me what it is.
Okay.
Okay? I mean, I won't look at the screen if you want to show the camera who you are. I just won't look at anything. Okay?
Hope that was a good shot.
Okay. So, you have this many rounds to either not get caught by me or escape through one of the alleys. And you can potentially unblock an alley to escape it that way.
Okay.
So, on your turn, there's going to be 4 cards here. This way, because the camera can't see them anyway, so it's fine. There's going to be 4 characters. And I'm the yellow player, so I will choose one, then you'll choose 2, and I'll choose the last one. And then it'll switch to go you, and then it'll switch back and forth.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick one of these characters and then activate them. So I don't know who you are, but my goal is to figure out which one you are, and then move a character onto you and say, that's Jack.
Okay.
So I have to narrow things down. So the way that you control how you can be detected is by being visible or invisible. So right now you're visible. So no matter where you are, you're visible. But at the end of the round, I will ask you if you're visible. And if you are next to a light or next to a person, you're visible. And if you're not next to a light or a person, then you're not visible.
Okay.
Watson's thing is that he has a lantern, and anyone in a straight line out from him is visible, but his lantern does not illuminate himself, so he's still not visible. But like this guy would be now, because he's in Watson's light.
Watson.
So we're gonna play 4 cards. I'm gonna ask you if you're visible, and then we're gonna play 4 more cards. So the 4 cards that aren't out here are gonna come out next turn.
Okay.
So, I'll tell you what they do when they come out.
Okay.
So the Sergeant Goodley, but either before or after he moves, you can move up to 3 players, up to 1 space each, or 1 player or 1 character 3 spaces, 3 characters 1 space, whatever. You have 3 movement points to spend, however you want, to move characters closer to Sergeant Goodley. So
okay.
Move him here, and then he also has a move of 1 to 3. You have to move him at least 1, and you can't move him more than 3. Okay.
Okay.
Lestrade also has a movement of 1 to 3, and before or after he moves, you can move 1 police barricade to any unblocked alleyway.
Okay, so there are 4 exits?
Yeah. So you would want to do that so that you can exit through that barricade.
Okay.
Has he moved 1 to 3? The, whatever he is, Sir William Gull, he can either move up to 3 spaces or swap places with someone else.
Okay.
Wherever they are on the board. And then what's her name? Miss Stelby. She can move up to 4 spaces. She's only able to move 4, and she can move through obstructions, buildings, lanterns, whatever.
Okay.
If you move to a manhole, you can move to another manhole. That's 1 move.
Okay.
So manholes help you get around. There's 2 blocked manhole covers. One of the characters lets you move them to a different manhole, so you can free up movement. If I can't figure out who you are, but by the end of the 8th turn, you win. If you can escape by having a character go boop, 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 and escape, then you win.
Yeah.
But you can only escape if you are not visible.
So you have to be not visible
So-
at the beginning
So
of turn
you
two?
need to decide pretty early on if you want to try and manipulate such the people so that when I ask, are you visible, you can say no, and there's still a ton of people invisible, so I don't know who's who.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, at the end of the round, if I say, are you visible, and you say no, I go like this, and now I know you're not those 4 people.
Okay.
So
'cause
no
they are
matter
visible.
how the game changes after that, they weren't you once, and they can't be you in the future.
Okay.
Okay. So you can only escape if you're invisible, which has tripped up young Jason at least once, and I think Brandon tried to escape visible once as well. So the first thing I'm going to do, so I kind of want to isolate. I don't want to have a group be too big. I basically have to like decide who do I want to try and isolate. Like right now there's 4 visible, 4 invisible. So if I say if nothing moved and you were visible or invisible, that eliminates 50%.
Yeah.
So I don't want one group to be too much bigger than the other, but I also have nothing to go on.
So what are you gonna do?
Why did I pull that out? Whatever, he's gonna come out anyway. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take Lestrade, flip him face down, and move this here. Not that you can quickly like take a manhole and escape because you're visible right now. Is there any way we put your card to show the audience that you're visible or not? Yeah, that works. Okay. So I'm gonna move that, and I have to move Lestrade. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense too. I'm gonna move Lestrade 1, 2, 3 over here.
That way.
Okay.
There we go. That's perfect.
Now you pick a character and resolve it, and you'll get to pick a second character before I get to pick a character again.
Okay. So if I move, I can move any character?
You can move the green
Or
character,
only her?
but she can move through buildings.
Okay,
So the trick is moving the character you want to move without being obvious about which character you want to move. I think. I've played both sides of this, and I haven't really learned what the best strategy is.
Okay, I was going to say, but if I pick this one and have to move that one,
Yeah, but
it's very obvious.
if you're
that I'm
her
moving.
and you're like, oh, boop, 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 I'm going to move over here to try and escape eventually, I'm going to be like, you're probably that one. But that could also be a bluff.
True.
If you went really gung-ho on moving Miss Stealthy, I could be like, okay, is he planning something or is this a bluff? I don't know.
So she can move through this?
Yeah, she can move there if she wanted to. Okay. Let's just turn that card face down. And now pick either Goodley or William Gull and move them.
Where does it go? There it is. So, do I have to do the movement first or the...
You only do one.
But I can do either one first, correct?
You can only do one.
Oh.
He either moves or swaps. That's why his arrows point back and forth, because you're only choosing one of them. Whereas hers is like
both.
Hers is merged together, and
Yep.
then these two have arrows on both sides, meaning you can do it before or after you move. And one of them only is after, and one of them might be only before.
Okay. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. And then I get to use Goodley, so I'm going to move. So how many people are visible right now? 1, 2, 3, still 4. And I have to keep track of like what you did to try and figure out if you're doing similar things across multiple turns. So I'm going to move this guy 1, and I'll move Watson 1. I'll move Watson 2. And then I gotta move him
Wait, what's happening?
1. His power is to assign 3 movement points to other characters.
Okay.
And I mean, I hope I'm not cheating. I think it's 3. Yeah, 3 movement points to use on one or several characters to move them, as long as you move them closer to Goodly. Okay, so I moved him 1. I'll move him 2. Okay, so are you visible?
No.
So everyone that is visible gets turned face down. Yep. No one's adjacent to each other. Okay. So now you get to pick first, and I will tell you who you should pick. And you should pick Sherlock Holmes. So Watson moves 1 to 3, and then after he finishes moving, you choose which way his lantern faces. So right now it's facing not at anyone because he hasn't moved.
Okay.
Jeremy Burt lets you move manhole covers before or after you move 3 spaces. So you can move a manhole cover to some other manhole.
Okay.
We're on round 2 now, and lantern number 1 is no longer lit. So this guy can move lanterns around. So any of these lit lanterns you can move to any other unlit lanterns, which will change visibility.
Yep.
But Sherlock Holmes is the strongest one for you to take right now, because after you move him up to 3 spaces, you get to take another one of these cards, not to be Jack. Like, this is your Jack. That's your Jack forever. You get to take one of these, because if I take Sherlock Holmes, I get to take one of these, and now I know another character that you aren't. And if it's one of the face down ones, like if this is Watson or Gull or this guy or Lestrade, then that gives me nothing. But if it's one of the other 3, or one of the other 4 rather, 1, 2, 3, 4, then that's one character I know you aren't, and you're one of 3 characters.
Okay.
And my job becomes easier. So if you don't take Sherlock Holmes, I will for sure, and I will learn something that you don't want me to know, potentially.
Fair enough. I guess I'll take Sherlock Holmes then.
So move him first, and then you'll take one of these cards and keep it face down, separate from your Jack card.
Okay.
Not that I think you would cheat and say that the one you picked up was your Jack card.
So that's 1.
Yep.
That's 2.
Sure.
That's 3.
Yep.
Okay. Face down.
Mhm.
And then I take... Okay.
So just leave it face down so that you know something. So even if I got Sherlock the next time he came out, you know that I don't know what that card is.
Right.
So I will gain information, but you have potentially, if this card is still face up, then you have you have a decoy for your real character.
Okay.
That you know that I don't know is Jack. Okay, so I get to play 2 of these, and I will play Jeremy Burt. His is after or before or after? Before or after. And I will move him just there, I guess. And I will move I guess I'll move. Actually, I don't think it actually matters at this point. None of the lanterns I move will give me more information.
Okay.
Oh wait, I was moving manhole covers, not lanterns.
Correct.
I was going to move lanterns after.
Oh.
So I'll just move this guy here. And then I will move that lantern and then move this guy. There. One space there. I'm actually going to have moved him through this manhole and then move that manhole cover.
Cool.
Move him there. Okay, so you get to move Watson.
I get to move Watson 3 spaces. Does it automatically make me go through the mantle?
Uh-uh.
So he's just sitting on there?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Hang on, this.
You're going to point to the wall? I mean, know where you point it right now would illuminate anyone except him, and I already know you're not him.
Yeah, I know. I just.
I mean, he's already invisible.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 4 more cards. Are you visible?
I'm not visible.
Okay. So that means you're not either of these guys, and you're not her.
Pardon me?
Okay, if that's not true, don't tell me which one is wrong.
No. I was just curious.
So this guy's visible because he's next to a light,
Yeah.
and this guy's visible because he's next to a person, and she's visible because she's next to a person.
Okay.
So you're not either of these. You're not this person, or this person.
Oh, someone's here.
Is that accurate?
That is very accurate.
So you're Sherlock Holmes.
I sure am Sherlock Holmes.
So shuffle these 8 cards. I'm going to take one. Now a late number 2 goes out. I get to pick first, and if I get Lestrade, I catch you.
Okay, so the game's not over. I thought it was over.
If the wrong cards come out, you could still evade me, but I will catch you.
Okay, let's see this happen.
But the third turn catch on Bryan is Sherlock because I moved some characters. I said, "Are you visible?" He goes, "No." I said, "So you're not this character, this character, this character?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "Well, only one character still face up. So you're Sherlock?" He's like, "No."
Stay up here, please.
Yep.
So I'll play Lestrade.
Yep.
I'll just move this over here so you can't escape anyway and go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I accuse you of being Sherlock.
I was so close. I was 1 card away. 1, 2, 3. I would have escaped.
Yeah, but because he didn't come out in these 4 cards, you would have to wait till this turn. But yes, he would have got picked first. So when Sherlock came out, you would have picked him first. Who'd you pick up anyway? Who would I've gotten? Lestrade. So I was meaningless because he's already face down.
Hey, doggy.
That's Booth.
Hey, Booth. Okay, well,
this
that was
one.
fantastic.
So that's Mr. Jack. That's the fastest it's ever been resolved. 3rd turn. Just made some.
So close to winning.
I didn't actually think you were Sherlock. I didn't realize that I had made so many characters visible.
Yeah.
I honestly thought you would say that you were visible, so that I would only get to flip Sherlock face down, and you would have been one of these 3, and I still wouldn't have known.
So that would have been the strategy. Move close to a light, so I would have been 5.
Yeah, like you want to be in the biggest group possible.
Yeah.
But when I get to move 2 characters in one turn and affect something like that, then yeah. Like if I hadn't moved him at the last second and I left him up here, then you could have been either of these 2, which is still 50-50. And I still got to go first. So given that Lestrade came out, I still would have moved that there, so you couldn't escape this way.
Yeah.
But you could still escape this way, so I'd still have a
1,
50-50 chance.
2,
You're right.
3.
I could have, because he didn't come out, I would have blocked you there, and would have moved him 1, 2, 3. I might have just accused you of being him.
It's like,
But
nope.
but there wouldn't really be a rush because, well, yeah, that's true. There wouldn't really be a rush because neither of these characters came out, so you can't move either of them to escape this turn.
Yeah.
So I always look at to play 2 characters and hopefully stop you up. But yeah.
Okay, good.
And I could potentially have made. Yeah, I could potentially have made some differences there. Yeah, so
Well,
that's that.
yeah, I definitely could have moved my character
Yeah, like,
into the
bo-
light.
bo-
I
both
wish
side-
I would have known that
Both
strategy
sides,
before.
like it's tricky to stay invisible because like once that group gets too small, once either group gets too small, you're screwed. So being visible or invisible, it doesn't only make a difference. Which one's not harder than the other. It's just how the circumstances come out, what characters come out, how they get moved. Yeah,
Nice. Well, I straight up thought I was going to win that one. I did not.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that has been Mr. Jack.
Yep.
Mr. Jack.
So I know we just started, but we're gonna take a short hiatus. I'll just turn on the BRB screen and see what Shane and Brandon want to do. So stay tuned.